Amy Jones. What up, beat? Oh, I'm fucking tired. Oh, that's fun. Hope you had a good time. Amy Jones, not Bones. What you doing, girl? Are you scarred? Jessica Ann. What are you doing? I need to stay awake, so I figured talking will help. San Diego from Philly? Damn, girl. That's a far flight. How many hours is that on the plane? I've done that, though. I flew all over this country for a band. You're still processing? They're being lazy. Nice. Well, I'll try to keep it quiet. 5 hours and 45 minutes. Yeah, that's a long flight. It's a long flight, girl. Literally East Coast to West Coast. You don't want to know, Jessica. Okay. You were listening to the live earlier. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Kai Sue, all you hoes are up. Oh my god, Jessica. You don't want to know, girl. Oh, baby. Kai, do you want to hear the call? Do you want to hear the 9-inch bullet vibrator? If Kai wants to hear it and Jessica wants to hear it, and then I'll play it for them.
Baby.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, just make sure your headphones are in and no kids are around.
Perfect.
This is a XXXXXX rated, mature audience only, pornographic fucking bullshit.
Kai says, wait, let me get my headphones. We need holy water. Get your cross.
Let me know when you're ready. Can't believe I gotta listen to this shit again. I might walk out the other room and smoke a cigarette while this plays. I don't know if I can listen to it again.
I appreciate you filling us in, Kesh. I do. Thanks. Putting
I'm definitely walking out of the room for a little bit, so you can enjoy the show.
Have you got your headphones, Kai?
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, good thing there's only 10 people in here. Earlier, I had like 100 people in the room when I played this. Dabba dabba do.
Why are you leaving, Boston?
She already heard it. Trust me, I'm leaving too.
No.
Well, I'll play it for you guys, but I don't want to listen to this shit again.
So me and Kai just have to hold each other's hand through this.
And whoever stays.
Who's not heard the call yet? Sit with me and Kai. Hold our hands.
Yeah, I have to listen. Are you ready, Kai? You got your headphones in? Your man's gonna be like, what the fuck are you listening to? Okay, here we go.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Welcome to the shit show.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Charles is off for a couple of days.
No, that's not it.
There is
Wait.
a fascinating.
There we go.
You're bad.
No, I'm so bad.
You're bad. You're like, come on, be spontaneous. And if I don't do it, I'm not spontaneous. So I better get my ass up.
You are.
There it is.
Okay.
Oh my God, baby. I felt weird about putting this in you, and now you're making me put it in myself.
Okay, so you got your boob?
It's so bad. Okay, yeah, you got it. You ready? Baby.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. All right, taking the pants all the way off.
Okay. I mean, the best thing to do is to get on your knees, like your hands and knees, and then remember, relax, breathe, and once you apply the lube, slowly ease it in.
You're terrible.
Okay, and
You are bad right now. You're very bad.
very good, girl.
You're very bad, right?
Oh, no.
My gosh.
Now, tell me what you're doing while you're doing this.
All right. Well, try and get my dick hard.
Okay.
Well, you know that would work. Let's see. All right. Okay. It's getting hard. Yeah.
What the fuck?
She was pounding me.
Yeah. Trust hearing that pussy when you shut my cock. I wish you could really play with your clit. Okay, dick's hard. There's a picture of you on the TV now.
Probably jizz on the
Dick's hard,
TV.
getting rosy out. Okay. Let's see. And little girl's so confused. Little girl is like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are you out of your bed? Why are you out of your bed?
Okay, keep in character here. Don't break concentration.
Well, okay. Let's see. Putting lube on my cock for Rosie.
Okay. And the little bullet.
Yeah. Well,
I hear it.
yeah, that one's out. Get to the other one. Okay, putting lube on my cock. Slide Rosie on. Rosie so wet.
That's my
Okay. I'm putting lube on the bullet. Lube's on the bullet. Putting down. Keep Rosie on my cot. I'm gonna turn on the bullet. Insert the bullet. Feels weird. But it slid right in.
Oh no!
I am not watching the rest of that because it's rated XXXXXXXXX. Y'all got the gist of it. Like, oh my god.
You wanted to hear it.
I didn't. I never asked my mum in my adult life, but Mum, come and get me.
You guys wanted to hear it.
Oh, next time I tell you that, Keys, just remind me of this moment.
Rosie is like the fleshlight.
Oh dear, poor Rosie.
And then he's like, all right, I'm gonna lube the bullet, and then I'm gonna turn it on so it's a vibrating bullet. And then he's like, all right, feels kind of weird. And then he goes, but it slid right in.
I have tears streaming down my face right now. And I'm not sure whether it's
on
from disgust
on all
or-
fours. On all fours.
Oh no. Ryan. Oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
He can never ever call Ken gay again. Like, I'm sorry, but that
Is it over? Is it done?
it's over.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, thank you. Please bless my
Having it
ears.
probably in your headphones makes it really like up close and personal.
Oh, it does. It does. In its mama's house.
At his mom's house. Doing all that at your mom's house?
Man. Where do we go from there? Like,
yeah. And that's just one thing that they uncovered out of the 51,000 files. Like, every day is just getting worse and worse.
I think we need to set a PSA that if you're going to go to jail or prison, please don't have phone smacks on the phone. That shit's never private. What the fuck?
Someone should have told her, like, hey, you're in movies, you're doing documentaries, you're on cable TV, like, people are going to be curious with your phone calls. Be careful what you say and do on them. You know what I mean?
You've seen some of the FOIA videos that got put out there about Gypsy. I think she'd have still done it. She don't give a fuck. She's absolutely shameless. Maybe Ryan wouldn't have done it because I don't think he'd have wanted this.
I don't think. That's one thing I'm trying to wrap my mind around because, like, any normal human being would, like, not show their face on TikTok. Like, I don't know anybody that would want to face this shit. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of facing it almost? Because it's like, you don't need to be on the app. You have a whole life. You have things you could focus on. You have goals you could reach in your real world. Not this fucking TikTok shit, you know?
She has, I swear to God, she has a humiliation kink. Like, when she was with Nick and she sends that video of herself in the car wearing, a mum
Yeah.
goes into the comic book store and she's wearing some fucking hideous outfit.
I mean, we've
And
been saying that forever.
hmm This is just confirmation, further confirmation.
Do you
That
think
girl's a
Ryan
freak.
has that? Because, like,
No.
but, like, why is he coming on? Like, he was live today. He went
What?
live today. Yeah, he's been going live every day. Like, what? Like, dude, Wildbird had the whole chat spamming Bullet Bandit.
Fuck off. Oh, that's so funny.
Asking him, like, where's Rosie? What happened to Rosie? Justice for
Maybe he does
Rosie.
then. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Ken? Never mind.
Ken's probably getting pegged right now, to be honest, by Gypsy. He's on all fours. Gypsy right behind him, howling like a dog.
Oh, fuck off. Ow.
She's probably peeing on him, too. Did you hear that call?
No.
Yeah, she likes golden showers.
Oh, I heard her say that she wants Ryan to use her as a plate and eat from her.
Yeah, but she told Ken she likes golden showers. And Ken said he's not going to do it.
Gypsy is. Wow. She's a freak.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody that doesn't know me and that's coming in this chat right now.
Nice to meet you.
Right?
This is Kesh.
I swear this is not what we do at 3:30 in the morning.
Why lying?
I know, right? Oh.
Oh, that was a lot. I would.
I told you, and you were like, let me hear.
I regret it. I'm sorry. I take it all back.
Well, it's too late now.
I know. I can't fucking re-bleach my ears. What else has been going on then, apart from finding out that Ryan and Rosie have got a pocket?
Starlight did a really good live. If you have a couple hours, you want to listen to something, Starlight's live from yesterday was really good. She compiled a lot of good videos trying to prove that Gypsy's just like a sex freak. And just how she kind of like, she was all lovey-dovey with Ryan, and then the next call she's fucking bashing him. She proved that. She was talking to multiple guys the same time she was talking to Ryan and Ken. She just literally made like prison OF.
Oh, poor Gypsy. Imagine Ken might have just been getting ready to propose and then all this gets out there.
You think Ken's getting ready to propose? I feel like if you're gonna propose to somebody, you would have done that before the kid.
Yeah, but the kid came quite quick. I don't even think they were like
No,
officially
I mean, it
together,
took
was
40
they?
weeks to make a baby, so he could have done it something during that time. I always say to people, like, if they're not gonna marry you before you get pregnant, they're probably not gonna marry you after, because it's just, I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe in a couple, I don't know. It's all different. But these people are so different, I don't fucking know. Like, they're not normal people.
Have you seen that Gypsies tried to blame Lifetime for sending Ryan pictures of Aurora and saying like she only wanted to take Aurora to meet Ryan because Lifetime were like pushing for
Yeah, I
that?
saw that.
Not sure if I believe that or not.
No, don't believe it.
Yeah, exactly. Why marry her? He's already got what he needs from her. Hey, call to save.
Yeah, because. Oh, did you mean to come up?
Yeah. Did Lifetime? Hold on, I have to turn my oxygen off. Did Lifetime
No, don't
make
turn
her?
it off. Keep it on.
No, no, I'm okay. Did Lifetime make her send pictures of baby A to Brian?
Oh.
She did?
Yeah. She sent pictures to Brian. She sent pictures to that Joe dude. Remember?
Yeah, I remember the Joe guy.
Yeah.
Damn, I missed this. I must have been arguing with somebody somewhere. Fuck's sake.
I didn't I haven't heard anything past what you played. Does he finish?
I didn't hear past that either.
Right? It's like
I'm sure the whole call is out there, but I just got that sent that clip.
it, oh God. I
Yeah, he
cannot.
finished all over the TV. He had a picture of Gypsy on his TV.
That's gross. Like, which picture did you have? Because at that point, all of them, she looked
Probably the one in her jumpsuit. Getting
she
arrested
looked
with
He
her bald
very
head.
young.
from these it shows you that he is attracted to her childlike nature,
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
and
he's definitely a.
and it's disgusting. Oh, gross, Kasu. Are you serious? That freaking
Ew.
justice for the dog. No, Rosie isn't the dog, though. Rosie is the name of the light. Because there's another call
No,
where,
his the dog's name is Little Girl or Little something. Little Girl, Little Lady is his mom's dog's name.
Yeah,
uh,
crying. I finished Clandestine. I love it.
Hmm.
exactly, Crystal Pistol. He, it's amazing that he's still going live and claims all these calls were taken out of context when they were literally they're played all over YT in their full context, the full call from start to finish, nothing clipped.
No, they're not clipped. And he knows they're not. I don't get why he just doesn't say, like, yeah, I say the N word. I shouldn't say it. Maybe that's something I need to work on. Like, that's a horrible word to say, and I'm sorry that I use this so casually. Sorry, like what I did with, you know, his ex's kid in the room was super inappropriate, unacceptable. I should never have done that. But no, he's not going that route. He's saying, I'm going to sue you. It's getting taken out of context. Blah, blah, blah. Like, man, you don't give a fuck. You're just mad that you got caught.
The thing that makes me mad is he tries to say it's a Southern thing. That's how we talk in the South. No, it absolutely is not. That's BS.
Sarah. You guys hold on the fort. I'll be right back.
Okay. I think when they're talking about before he drops the big one, but when they're talking about what would you do, what have you done? He says to Gypsy, "Would you be interested in like making that daddy thing a real role play?
Yeah,
Something
with
to
the
that."
baby bottle. Have
Yeah,
you?
like what the fuck? What grown adult? I'm not even gonna say man or woman, but what grown adult is into that? I find that so weird.
No, and how the one call came about with the storybook was that she asked him, "What did your ex do that you would want me to do?" That's what led into that conversation.
Yep.
So
And now he's
how
gonna
you
try deny that and make it something else. Bitch, you said what you said. We heard you loud and clear.
it I don't know. It astounds me that he just keeps, going live night after night with all this stuff out there saying it's taken out of context and the haters are bullying me. Eh,
Oh, it's so
You missed the
gross.
part where I was yelling at her about it, which proves what? He
No, he can try. There's no justification for that. And I think everybody should boycott that man. And if you're not going to boycott him, like, make sure it's just because you're warning other people. Like, ew.
I'm glad that he'll never teach again, but in all honesty, this I think you said it the other night, Jessica. This is the time that authorities need to be alerted because he was a teacher. He was a special needs teacher. And we have, recordings of the things that he was saying and doing in his classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Being on the phone with Gypsy and, talking to his students at the same time and then telling Gypsy, I can't, it's a good thing that this desk is in front of me. I can't stand up right now because that's
Oh.
extremely disturbing. That's what he gets, that's his kink.
Yeah, doing shit in front of kids, exactly. That's his kink.
Yep. And it's gross. And how the fuck have TikTok still let this man have a platform? Has
I
anyone like
know.
reported his account to TikTok legal? Because this is an app with children on it. Like,
Yep.
I don't
if
know.
that, I think that needs to be done. I think, Gypsy's always going to be a piece of shit, but right now, like, Ryan needs to be taken off the internet.
I know people keep saying like, why are you guys focusing on Ryan? Because what we heard is kind of fucking crazy and mind blowing.
He's a PDF. Like, how do we
Yeah.
know what other children have or haven't been harmed or affected? Who do we know that he's talking? How
Yeah,
do we
because
know he's not talking?
after he
Sorry,
told
Glenn.
Gypsy that story, he probably didn't tell her any other stories because of how she reacted. So who knows what else he's done?
And
Yeah.
look at the patterns, okay? Look at the history. Look how involved both of them were in his nephew's um growing into puberty and
I
you
know that was,
know
and he literally talked about his nephew getting his first hair on their balls. Like,
exactly.
Oh, I. Oh.
Exactly, Haiti. It that is not freaking normal.
no, it's not. I'm glad that his nephew unfollowed him though. Hopefully he sees like what a fucking creep he is.
I wonder what his mum thinks about all
I
this.
know, and his brother. His brother is a weirdo too. His brother, like I've seen DMs with his brother and other people, and his brother's a fucking weirdo.
I think his brother is racist as well, honestly.
Probably. I mean, it's not usually it runs in the family. It's not just usually one person, you know.
Right.
I agree. That ideology comes from somewhere, like those
Exactly.
beliefs and
Yeah.
that thoughts. Yeah.
Exactly, Amy. The whole thing that he wants to work with disabled children. He wants to put himself in that situation.
Well, protect the children, cancel Ryan Anderson, like make sure that man is never fucking hired to work with kids again, because what the fuck?
Yeah, thank
Like,
God he didn't have a kid with Gypsy. My God, because remember, Gypsy wanted to bring the baby to him to show him, like, what's wrong with you? Why would you want to do that?
oh, she's blaming that on Lifetime, Haiti, saying
Oh,
that they
sure she
wanted
is.
that. They were trying to. She's made a statement on Instagram, I think.
Oh shit,
They
really? I
were.
didn't even see it.
I seen it last night,
I
very
don't like
briefly.
looking at her
Just
Instagram a lot. I really should look more.
What'd she say?
basically that Lifetime were pushing. They wanted a reunion episode with her and Ryan, and they wanted Aurora there, so they were pushing for her to take Aurora to meet him. Well, I don't think Lifetime were involved in your private text messages where you were
Yeah,
sending
right?
photos of your
Exactly.
baby.
She said
That's
that last
bullshit.
night.
You
At
know,
some
that's
point,
probably what she told Ken too. I bet you to get out of it.
I
Probably
can't
because
remember where I saw it. If anyone's seen what I've just said, can you remind me where it was? Because I literally looked just before I went to
Apple.
sleep.
Yeah.
Have
My
y'all heard the
God.
calls where she discusses that, the lineup of when it's a good time to, get pregnant and all this stuff? All of that was scripted. She remember when she got mad last year when she was dropped, and yeah, I think it was last year when when the show was dropped, and
And she did that whole spiel about how she wasn't fired. She left because she had other offers and shit, but she doesn't want to take them.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that she said something about us, but she used the word a scripted show. And
Yeah.
then, these calls come out how we're going to do this, to lead into like a cliffhanger for
Yeah,
another
they planned the
season.
whole. Yeah, they planned about like, oh, you should get pregnant at this time and not then. That's why like Ken's so stupid. You really think she didn't get pregnant on purpose, bro? Like you really think she didn't plan that?
yeah.
She wanted a baby. Like literally, Rod on the show just said she wants a baby. Don't do that. And then like the next thing we know, she's fucking pregnant. Like immediately after that.
Do you think they already knew she was pregnant and they gave Rod that line to make it more entertaining, though?
Mm.
Possibly, because we don't know when it was filmed, But I don't know. But uh, I think Rod was against it, but Mama Christie was right there pushing it. That's the golden ticket. This is going to make us so much more money. Let's do this. Let's do that. For all the years that she said that Dee Dee exploited her and used her and put her out there for, to get money and to get fame, or get attention. I guess not fame, but to get attention and to get housing, to get this, to to be able to get all the perks. Christy is 10 times worse, in my opinion.
I agree, because Christy doesn't know, well, we assume Christy doesn't know the truth that Gypsy was the worst one in that house, not Dee Dee. So with that in mind, why would she want to further exploit her stepdaughter and do anything like that? Like, you see Rod, he's saying, I'm concerned because of how she lived with her mom, with the cameras and with the fame, and like, I'm concerned, is this the right thing for her now? Christy couldn't give a fuck.
She
No,
cares
she
about the money
wanted
and the
it.
fame.
Yeah.
Apple, have you got everything you need to get there? Are you okay?
Yeah, well, hopefully. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't know, because I think Anne might haven't. Right. So, for the last 4 or 5 weeks, right, I've been having really bad pains in my toes. Like both feet, bilaterally. So both feet. And it's kind of spread up to like my ankles, and it's spreading up my calves, and it's at the same time it's like pins and needles, burning sensations, just all kind of weird. And then my hands started buzzing a few weeks ago, and I think it's peripheral neuropathy, right? Because I've had it before when my B12 was low. I had my bloods done last week, and the results came back, and I'm borderline B12 deficient. So I've done my research over the weekend because the pain I'm in is excruciating, and it said from all the information, and I cross-reference stuff, I don't just like cherry pick, and I really do a deep dive and have a look around, and it said that given my symptoms and given the level, even though like it's still it's even though it's incredibly low, given that I've got it says acceptable abnormality, but with the symptoms, really what should happen is I should be able to go back to my GP and ask them to do a neurological neurological,
Evaluation.
that's it, yeah. And then to take and then to do more bloods to check something called an MME, whatever that is, I've no idea. And essentially like peripheral neuropathy, Dank had it, right? If it's untreated, it can cause permanent nerve damage. And I'm not saying that's what I'm going to have. It's just that, like, I am in so much pain in my feet. Like, it's like toothache. It's like the worst toothache ever. So I wrote to the doctors yesterday twice. I sent them twice. I sent them, like, all the information. And I got ChatGPT to help me because I might as well. Why not? And nobody called me back, nobody got back to me. And then today, this morning, about an hour ago, a nurse practitioner, an advanced nurse practitioner, not a GP, not a doctor, just an advanced nurse practitioner who can only prescribe X amount of things, who doesn't have the same knowledge as a doctor, who isn't a doctor, said that there's nothing they can do. And I said, well, look, it's telling me that I need an urgent neurological evaluation or assessment and potentially more bloods done. And given my other problems, like you would think, and she's like, no, we can't do that. We wouldn't do that. And I'm like, well, it also mentioned B12 injections, right? Which I know they do. I know they do them because Arash's uncle gets them. And I'm like, well, it's saying like not to start B12 supplements until I've had something called an NICE or something. And she's like, oh no, we don't do B12 injections. And I never said anything. I never went, no, you do. Like I didn't want to get into an argument with her. Then she offered me this drug called Nafroprin or something, Nafopram. I have no idea what it was. And I'm like, what the hell is that? So I Googled it. I never said that to her. I just Googled it quickly while she was on the phone. And it's some kind of like, it blocks certain nerve signals to your brain, right? So it blocks dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins or something like that. And I'm like, well, I don't.
It causes depression.
Exactly. And the reason that I'm taking sertraline stroke Zoloft is because my serotonin levels are low because I'm autistic. People with autism and ADHD generally have lower serotonin levels. And ever since I started the Zoloft as an adult, my anxiety has like got better. So I'm not wanting to take that. So she says, well, the only other thing I can give you is gabapentin. I says, well, the doctor was going to prescribe me gabapentin last week, and I am reluctant to go on it. She says, well, we're going round in circles here. What do you want to do? And I'm like, well, for all from all the documentation I've read, you should be doing additional like investigation. And she's like, well, I can't do anything. And I'm like, well, in my head, I'm thinking, well, that's why I wanted a GP, because you can't do anything. You're just a nurse. No offense to any nurses, right? There's nothing against nurses, but you only have so much clout as a nurse. You can't make the decisions a doctor. You can't, you know what I mean? Like, So it said, so I went back to ChatGPT and it said, and actually, like, I know it's ChatGPT, but I told it exactly what the nurse said, and it said, I'm really sorry to hear this, Charlotte, but actually, I would call them back and explain this, and if you don't get any luck with that, call 111, which is not our 999, it's not our 911, it's like 111's like our out of hours. It's like if your doctor can't like accommodate you, you would phone 111 at the weekends when doctors are closed, you'd phone 111 if it's a non-emergency thing. But then that means that if you phone 111, they usually expect you to go to the nearest sort of like hospital to see an outpatient, what do you call them? Like a
Like an
doctor
urgent
that,
care.
Out of
yeah,
hours, yeah.
it's not urgent care really. It's slightly different for an ER. It's like
It's the DHU unit, Charlotte. So it's like where you basically get to see a doctor, but out of hours in it. That's what it is.
out of hours, exactly. So that would mean the closest hospital's only about 3 or 4 miles away. But I'm sure I heard Anne saying she has to take the car back in either, I think it was today, for another MOT, or not for another MOT, but she's had a lot of work done on it recently, and now she's gonna have to take it back in. So I don't know what to do. At the end of the day, I said, okay, write the prescription for gabapentin, because I don't know what this other drug is. And then I went, what is this drug in the US? Like, to see if like, I recognised it for you guys, talking about the different medications you guys take in the US. And I'm like, nope, it's none of them. I've never heard this before.
Gabapentin
So
has a lot of issues.
that's why I'm reluctant to go on it. Because I've seen my mum on it, and she was well, not a
I got
basket case.
prescribed it several months ago and I never took it. But it's
I'm
just I heard
scared.
there's like risk of getting hooked on it. I don't want to take anything that there's a risk of that, you know.
Yeah,
I have
I'm
severe
really,
neuropathy, and I've been prescribed gabapentin, and the brain fog on it is
Oh, really?
horrible.
Yeah, because it's a beta blocker, so yeah, that makes sense.
is that a beta blocker? I thought atenolol, propranolol, I thought they were beta blockers. I'm already
Either
on a,
is. I could be wrong, but I thought so.
no, it's a nervous, it's a ACE1 inhibitor thing, I think.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just I am on a beta blocker, which I don't even know why I'm on it, but never mind, because there's nothing wrong with my heart, touch wood. But it's for anxiety, but I don't need to take it really. Um, so like
Where'd Jess go?
the pain spreading up my calves. Like I have constant tingling in my fingers at the end of my fingers. What should I do? Because at the moment, like, and she's like, we don't have enough doctors, we don't have any appointments, and I'm like, but. So then I'm thinking, well, if this is something, because I don't know not a lot about peripheral neuropathy, but I do know that it can cause irreversible nerve damage. Now, my vitamin B12, right, it said that anything lower than 180 is deficiency, right? You're deficient. There's no point me going on about what kind of scale it is because it doesn't even make any sense to me. But mine's just sitting at 188. And like I said, it says acceptable abnormality, but that's because when it was done, I didn't have any symptoms, but now I do. Because the omeprazole that I take, which is an NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, no it's not an NSAID, it's a proton pump inhibitor to line my stomach because all the other guff they've got me on, right? It depletes your levels of B12. So the omeprazole that I take every morning with the other medications, it lowers your levels of B12. So that's why they're so low. Like on a graph, if you see it, because it shows you in England, you can actually look. In Scotland, you can't get access to any of this. But if you look, it shows you, like, mine's is like been sitting quite high and then it's just dramatically. So I just don't know what to do because I've been in so much pain over the weekend. Like, I've not been able to sleep, focus, concentrate, watch something. Like, what do you do? Short of like going paying to go private, what the fuck do I do? Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know what to do, and I don't want to go and grab a pen.
Have you had an ENG?
A what?
An ENG is an electrical test that is usually performed by a neurologist that tests the nerve activity in your body.
No, I haven't, but I think that's part of what the literature that I've read says that I need to have. I don't know all the acronyms and stuff, but it says you need an NICE something. It said you need you should. It said ideally you need an urgent neurological examination. That's what it said.
Yeah, the ENG they use little like an electronic stimulator, and they test your upper body. They put it on your neck, and it like zaps you, and the neurologist can see the nerve activity from like all the way into your finger, into each finger. They can see where it disconnects from your neck or from your spine all the way, down into each extremity. And then they do it behind your knee for your lower extremities.
That's interesting because the pain isn't going above my knee at the moment. It's just below my knee. It's like my calves, ankles, but it's only spread to like my calves over the last 2 days.
Right. I have it in my calves. My left leg is worse than my right, but where it flares up and is most prominent is in my toes and in
Yep.
the side, the inside of my feet. So my big toe, like going up the side, and it's maddening when you're trying to sleep and that's going on. And then in my fingers as well, on my hands.
Like what do you do? Like what do you how do you stop the pain? Because the pain's like, honestly, I'm trying not to cry, but like it's so bad. Like, I don't know if you get really bad pain with it or
I do, but it's checked and for the most part kept under control. But I do get B12 injections, and
right.
then even when my B12 is right now, my B12 is extremely low. I get infusions.
Oh yeah.
When I can tell when my B12 drops, significantly, because I'll get dizzy all the time.
I was
I
just gonna
have
ask you that. I was just gonna
ex-
say I got up earlier to go to the toilet and I nearly fell.
yes, extreme ringing in my ear. You have the dizziness, and then in my case, your big toe basically balances you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard. I'm a big fall risk.
Well, the way I see it is I can just leave it, right? Deal, just like put up with it, and then the NHS are terrible. Or I can go and try and find somewhere, like, because the only places that you'll get B12 injections here will be bougie fucking salons, like those like esthetician type places. They'll probably be the only places that'll
That's
do it, and you'll probably have to
that's
pay 100.
dangerous in my opinion.
Well, I think it's dangerous given the information that I gave them and that they already have on their systems regarding my health, my overall health and pathologies, to get a fucking nurse to call me back. No offence to nurses. I like nurses, but I think this is above their pay grade. I think it's at least it warrants a call for a doctor, not a nurse.
Right, a neurologist needs to evaluate the situation.
Well,
I
but
also do you have tinnitus ringing in your ears?
yeah.
Mm.
But I've
Yeah,
had that for years. I don't know if that's related.
that when my levels are, way deficient, it's way more prominent to the point of it'll drive you mad.
Well, this pain's driving me mad. I mean, I've had something called trigeminal neuralgia, which is also known as I only had it for one day, like 24 hours, and it's also known as the Schmuerside syndrome, because people can't cope with the pain, so they unalive themselves, right? I had that for 24 hours and it was the worst pain I've ever had in my life, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Not anyone. No one. And I mean that was like a solid 10. I had to sit in A&E for 6 hours just to see someone, and I couldn't even speak or move my mouth. It was so painful. Everybody loved it probably because I was quiet, but like this pain in my toes, I'd say it's an 8, bit bordering on a 9. If you go by the pain scale, if you look up the pain scale, if it gets to the point where you can't sleep and you can't focus, so what do I do? Do I go and look for a place that does B12 injections, like, and pay through pay through the nose, or do
Just go to
I,
a different doctor, get a second opinion.
Are
That's what I
you
would do.
getting blood work that's showing what your levels are?
yeah, I've just had it done last week and it came back on. I went to the doctors on Wednesday. They did the bloods. They came back the next day. Actually, some of them are still awaiting. I'm still awaiting some test results, but that's for some completely different. That's for Sjogren's, which is an autoimmune condition.
No way, Kaisu.
What does Kai say?
She just heard a call. Gypsy admitted she was in Dee Dee's room after.
Oh well, to be fair, that
Really?
doesn't.
I heard that, but I haven't heard the call myself yet.
I'm not
Kai, can you send it to me,
surprised.
please?
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised
It's
either.
in the letter that she wrote
Oh,
to
I heard the letter. I didn't catch that part.
It's when she said that when she was screaming for her help, she just stood there with her eyes closed.
Yeah, but she said she was in the room.
Is that the one, Kai?
I don't know.
Is it the letter or no?
Oh no, Kai's has a call from 2017. Can you send it to me? I definitely want to see that.
Yeah.
The thing is, how did she like? She wouldn't have access to safe whilst her mum was still alive. So like, she must have gone in there after the fact. And like I said, and like we all like, I know Nick said he only jabbed her 4 times. Maybe he look. I don't know. Like the 17er is a bit over KILL for, in my opinion. If someone's already, if after when he said it was like the one, I can't remember what he said, but he said one of the jabs, right? He could tell it was hard because he couldn't get the knife, sorry, to come back out. And at that point, that would have, like, she would have not been alive. Therefore, why would you do the additional, like, I can't do the math, but why would you do the additional jabs? To me, that's more a passion thing, or
She
kind of
can't
passion.
see that. Give me a fucking break, bro. You were there. You were there. You helped clean it up. You got on your hands and knees and scrubbed the blood out of the carpet. Oh, I can't. I can't.
Exactly.
Right. And who retrieved the money?
Yeah,
That's what, yeah.
exactly.
Like, she had to go back in that
Was the
safe.
safe in her mom's bedroom? I never even thought about that. Oh shit.
The safe was very close to where Dee Dee
Oh,
slept.
so she did go in the room.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah, she was MIA for that time when
Oh
Nick
yeah,
was
yeah. Nick waited outside the house for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, who knows what she was doing?
Probably
I
called
know.
Dan. She
I,
called Dan and Dan wasn't answering and she realized that she had to get a bus ticket.
Probably.
in my opinion, the additional jabs were her, but I don't have any I can't. I mean, that's just speculative. I have
Oh,
no.
she's the one who covered Dee Dee. Wow, she said that in the call, Kai.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, because I can't
Right.
see
Who
it.
covered Dee Dee? Who put the Barney by her head?
Right.
Oh, that definitely Gypsy,
Exactly.
yeah.
See, I've always thought she was. She was. Yeah.
She's sick. How did if that was I would have those images. I only saw the pictures and I had those images burned into my brain. Like she
She
saw
does
it in
that. She
person.
remember that story she told Ken how she was sitting in her
Can't.
room. Huh?
Can't.
Uh, she was sitting in her room and the cup flew from the table.
I don't remember
Like
that.
my mom is haunting me.
Oh God.
She's like
Hopefully
the cup
I
just
hope she is haunting you.
the water pitcher just flew from the
Oh
counter.
please. Oh please. The
Yeah,
water pitcher flew.
Ken dismissed it really quick too.
The water pitcher flew. Well, come on.
That's what she said.
I know. I believe she said it. Do I believe it happened? No.
Yeah. Ken dismissed it like nothing, like
Yeah,
whatever.
girl's a pathological liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. I've always and like I said, I do believe that she partook in the jabbing, but that's just my opinion. I don't like,
Oh,
I don't have any.
everybody's leaving us. Where did Jess go? Did she say goodbye? The good Jess?
She has to go.
She
I
had
think
to
she
do
has
something with her car.
Oh, okay. Well,
something to do with
that's
her. Yeah,
acceptable.
that's acceptable.
I knew you were gonna be on when I came. I was like, Haiti will pop up when she has to feed her cats.
You know what time I feed the boys? It's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I didn't feed Woodstock today because he has to go to the vet on an empty stomach. But I did feed
Oh
Jamie.
no, what's wrong?
Okay.
Yeah, no, he was just a checkup.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
I can go on an empty stomach. Damn.
yeah.
Have
I
I
guess
been?
because no, because he has to do an ultrasound. I think he needs to not
Oh.
eat before. Yeah. I had originally had a different date picked, and then I was like, well, if you're gonna make him have to go back for the ultrasound, can we just make it for the same day? So Jamie took his spot. That's why Jamie went a couple of weeks ago.
That's good though. I mean, how do you take them in the car?
Yeah, yeah, in the car.
Cool.
It's not far, but it will be like a 25-minute walk or like a 2-minute drive, you know? So,
Yeah, it's best to take the
yeah.
car.
Oh, you
Nah.
drive?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have my own car, but I do have a
That's what I
license.
meant.
Yeah. I used to have a car. I had 2 cars at one point, and now I have no cars.
Yeah. Debating buying a car.
I thought you had one.
I borrow it from my
Oh,
brother.
okay.
It's he doesn't need it. I mean, but he wants it back, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I wrecked my car.
Oh,
And then my
damn.
brother gave me this car to use until I got a new car.
Yeah.
And I'm just debating like if I really need a car. Cuz everything is so
I
close.
know. That's why it's not really like absolutely necessary where I am. That's why, like, if it was, I would have gotten another one by now, you know? But literally, the train is, I mean, the train is 3 blocks away. The bus is on top of my street. Like, they really couldn't get much more convenient with public transportation, you know?
Yeah, it's really nice just having to pay car insurance and not a car payment.
Yeah.
But he won't let me keep it for like him and his wife refuse to like just give it to me. So
Yeah.
they're just helping me out because they knew I was in a rough spot. I don't drive to work because there's nowhere to park.
Yeah, no, you told me that before.
So I leave the car at my mom's. So like my brother, he doesn't mind because I leave it at my mom's. I live a block away from my mom.
Yeah.
And That way, like, my mom also keeps an eye on the car, so that's the only like good thing about living in the city is that you could literally take the bus or train anywhere.
Yeah, totally. I've always loved living so close to the train. It's so convenient.
Yeah.
So, and see in America, right, if this was you guys, right, and you were in my situation, what would your healthcare system do?
I've gotten B12 shots from a weight loss clinic.
Yeah, there's other places that do those shots, I think, besides doctors. I don't know if they do that's like that there, but here there's other places that do it, like wellness places, you know.
Yeah,
But you
that's
probably
what
have to pay for that.
it wasn't that much. I would get like 5 of them for less than 100. Maybe
So,
like
would you get them
15.
on your healthcare though? Would your
No,
healthcare
I
cover?
didn't. It did. No, it did not cover through my health care because it was a weight loss clinic.
What about normal? I don't know. I know you've got lots of different insurance types.
I never try to get B12 through my doctors.
Never, not even for like.
No, I would just go to the weight loss clinic. I think they sell them for like 15 a shot.
I'm gonna Google them and see how much they cost.
Yeah, you might be able just to order them online and have them delivered to you.
Yeah,
Well,
well, just make sure they're real. Actually, you definitely can. Well, because I know this site that Bird has given me where they have like what are those things called? I forgot what they're called. Tincture? Not is it tinctures? I don't know, something like that. But they have like all the stuff like that, and it's like legit. And you know they have like B12 shots, I'm sure, on there. It will come in like a vial. Like you have to buy your own like syringes and stuff. But
well,
No,
I'd actually
mine
got
comes
plenty
in
of
the
those.
syringe.
okay.
I'd actually got plenty of those.
You just
He,
so
he
you don't
could
have
prob-
to measure it out or nothing.
yeah, he has to have
Oh, no.
syringes and stuff to. Never mind for dialysis. Let's just say for
Is it like a
dialysis.
banana bag? Isn't that just like B12 or whatever?
I've no.
Banana bag.
You
Do you know
never
what
heard of a
pissed?
banana bag? It's like a wellness bag. It's
What?
yellow. That's why they call it a banana bag. The liquid is yellow. It's like, you know,
No.
like when people are like, you know, like celebrities and stuff, like people with money get hungover, they'll order a banana bag to their house the next morning. It's an IV, and like these medics come in and like give them, you know, they hook up the IV to their arm and they sit there. It's like intravenous like liquid to help you get over your
Yeah,
hangover.
I get iron ones. Like I go to the like at the hospital. I get infusions. I actually stay as well. Like remember that picture where I'm like lying on the bed? I shouldn't be lying on the bed because I had like the IV in my arm, but never mind. What was it? It was comfortable. That's why. What was I going to say? Right. What pisses me off is Arash's uncle, right? He is elderly. Well, he's not elderly. He's not. He's older than he seems because he's drank himself into oblivion, right? So he has peripheral neuropathy because he's an alcoholic. And yeah, I know it's a disease, and I know it's like, but he doesn't do
Hey,
it.
Jessica.
He doesn't want to get better. He doesn't want to help himself. He's like he's a horrible man. He's not a nice person in general. Even when he was sober, he's not a nice person. And the doctors go in there and give him B12 injections. The same doctor that I've just bloody same practice. Because Anne told me this yesterday.
Yeah, to see if you could get them delivered.
Honestly, it makes you
So
feel
that
like
way you don't have to go out.
it's like they're gatekeeping. It's so annoying. It's like they decide, and a nurse shouldn't be making those kind of decisions, in my opinion, because it's more complicated. I mean, if I didn't have anything wrong with me, and I just had this, then that's a different story. But I mean,
Yeah, I just googled it. It's I put B12 injections and then it says delivery.
right? Well, you can get
$65. They charge them $7.50 a shot for B12 injections.
Jess, you coming back up?
I might as well just go and fucking do that then, because
Yeah.
Hey, Jess.
excuse me,
Need to try to get
Mohammed
fresh
Shahid
smuggy.
Khan. Salam alaikum, Mohammed
Oh,
Shahid Khan.
master.
So, what other outrageous calls have I been missing then?
Well, you heard the one.
Did you hear the one on ghosts where
Oh
Ryan's
wait, no,
talking?
Apple, you missed a crazy one. So Gypsy's on the phone coaching Ryan how to put you know what in his bum.
Yeah. Don't ask to hear it, Apple. I made that mistake.
Yeah.
I've heard the
Don't
one
do
on
it.
ghosts. I was watching ghosts earlier, waiting on the hopefully hoping that they were going to call back the doctors, and he's talking about don't worry about the BJ, and she's like, but I've got cats on my teeth and they're like sharp, and they're metal,
Yeah.
and he's like, as long as you don't, what was it he said? It was disgusting. And then he turned he went from speaking like a normal pace to like she was like relaying something that she wanted him to like email, and he talking really slow like this, and I'm like, what's just happened here? Is he just like taking some? I don't know. Oh, honestly, it was crazy. He's like, my girth, it's not like it's a beer can, but yeah, the length. And I'm like, I don't want to, I really don't want to, like, visualize his bits. You know what I mean? Like, how
Can
does
you
he know it?
imagine if a woman started trying to like be on the phone and explain the anatomy of her hoo-ha?
Exactly. Like,
There's just no need.
well, if it was Gypsy, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, I'd just be like, oh, that's par for the course. But anybody else should be like, what the heck?
It's wild. So
I
crazy.
know. He's like, I don't mind if your teeth if your like metal things He says, I don't mind if it catches it, just don't chow down on it or not. I'm like, what? Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. Oh, thanks, Cricket. What's that? You can. Okay. I need to do something because, like, the password, I am going to like end up going insane. Well, more so than I already am. I think Anne said she was taking the. Must have, because Arash was on dialysis yesterday. I'm going to take myself down to that undertaker along the road there and just say, look, just get it over with now. Just get it over with.
Stop that, Apple. You will not.
Listen, it's not. It sounds like quite a good prospect at the moment. I don't know.
Have you still been thinking about moving back to Scotland?
Yeah, until I tried to have a conversation with my mum yesterday, and she's still being a complete and utter weirdo, but then again, she has got a big a brain tumor thing, so is it that, or is it her? It's hard to tell. She just keeps texting, it ends now. No, what is it she keeps texting me? It's, I have no words, it ends now, and I'm like, okay, what does that mean though? Do you want me to come home? Do you want, you know? I have no idea.
If you were to come home, hopefully don't live with her, you know?
Oh no.
That's what I was just going to say. Look at getting your own place.
There's no way. There's no way. I would physically end up. Well, I would never. No, seriously, like right. So right. I'll quickly stop talking about myself, but I'll quickly tell you this, right? So, like, for the past sort of 2 or 3 years, I'd been saying to Anne and Arash, I think there's something wrong with my mum. She's not right. She's not herself. She's not the mum I had when I was younger. She's like, it's like her personality's changed. I said, even after her chemo, she was not that much different, right? I said, there's something wrong with her. It's like she might have it's like, I said, every time I talk to her, she gets more aggressive and more aggressive. And it's like she has no tolerance for stress. And if I bring up a problem, she gets really irate. And I was like, I was saying all this to Arash and Anne for a good 2 years. They knew that she had a tumour. I didn't, because my mum told them not to tell me and swore them to secrecy, which is not cool, because it's not a good position to put them in. And it just confirms that I was right, that there was something off. It's maybe not Alzheimer's, but she's got a meningioma, which is like a mass that's like I think it's like near the brainstem or something. And so I was right. So I said to my mum, and she took it the wrong way. She said, I wondered how long it would be before you used that against me. I went, no, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm worried about you. I'm really worried about you. Like, I know how to approach my mum without, like, you have to be very, very tactful, and I have to be very, very, I have to, I have to be careful, because she can go off at anything. And I was worried about her, and I said, look, I've been really worried about you, because, like, for the past 2 years, I thought you had this. But it's like, are you okay? Do you need me to come home? Like, blah, blah, blah. And she took it the wrong way and said, I wondered how long it would be until you used that against me. And I'm like, I'm not using it against you. I'm trying to help. Do you need help? Do you need me to come home now? Like, I need to know these things. I'm miles away. I want to know how you're doing. And that's when she said, it ends now, it stops now. No, I have no words, it ends now. That's what she wrote. And when Lily went missing. And then yesterday I asked her again, do you want to send me the disability forms for pensioners in Scotland, and I'll do them for you? No reply. So I tell her about my macrocytosis and what's going on with my feet and that. No reply. I said, can you just please let me know that you're okay? And I got a reply saying, you would know if I was not okay. Like I said, it ends now, I have no words. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
I'm sorry, Apple. That's really stressful to be going through and worrying about, especially when you've got your own health issues as well.
It's nothing. Thank you. I appreciate that, but it's like nothing new, unfortunately. It's sad, but what can I do?
Yeah.
What can I do? There's nothing I can do. Arash just said, because I spoke to Arash after. He's very wise. He's very sage, and he says, look, if you're gonna in future text her, just ask her about herself. Because he said to me, why do you think she went off at you when you mentioned, that you thought there was something wrong with her? And I went, I don't know. And he's like, think about it. What was she feeling when you said that to her? When you said, I thought there was something wrong. And I was like, I don't know. And he said, she felt threatened. And I was like, okay. So when I said to her, the past 2 years I've been wondering if there was something wrong with you, and now I know what it is. And she says, oh, I was wondering how long it would be before you used that against me. And I was just saying, that's her feeling threatened, that's why she behaved that way. And I'm like, okay, if you think that's right, that's probably right, because he is quite insightful. And you see, in future, just ask her about herself or the cats. Don't say anything about you. Don't say anything about your health. Don't say anything about, I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only one that, it's sad, but there's nothing I can do.
You just gotta focus on yourself for a while,
Well,
babe, and what you need, what's gonna fulfill you, and
you know.
I know. It's just I don't think it's fair for her to be telling them like don't tell her, but I've been diagnosed with a tumor in my brain, and then I only find out like a year and a half later. When I'm saying to them every other day, I think there's something wrong with her. I think she might have early onset well, not even early onset because she's 73. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and they could have at any time turned round, but they kept their word to my mum, which is fine, but it also makes me feel like, look, your loyalty should lie with me, really, not my mum. And my mum should never put you in that position. And my mum's like, well, I didn't want you worrying. No, well, Anne and Ara, she's like, well, she didn't want you worrying about her with all the health things you've got. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. If my mum's in a really bad way, I need to know now so that I can get home as soon as possible. Otherwise, that's going to be on my conscience for the rest of my life. Which is a bit selfish, but
Well, the way to try and it's about changing your thinking there, and you're only human, you can only do so much, and if you're not made aware of a situation, you can't do anything to support, and you can't beat someone's door down to offer them help. So you know that the help's there, it's on hand, and it's just got to be asked for. So in that sense, you've got to think you've done all you can. We're only human, we can only do so much.
that's true.
And you're doing everything you can. So try to take that off your mind for a while and, focus on this, battling these doctors, because, that's always a fucking battle to get listened to and get any kind of help.
Is it like that where you are? And not
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, why do we even have the NHS?
It's frustrating, and I've said for a while if there was something I could pay into, not Bupa, because I won't touch Bupa, but if there was something more local that I could pay into, then I would.
Yeah.
If they did that though, and they made people who could pay, like David Cameron when he was getting disability for his child whilst he was the fucking Prime Minister of the UK.
What the fuck what's that all about? Why is this?
I know. It makes no sense. The rich people should pay because you can afford to pay. Then the system that's to help the poor people can help the poor people without them having to wait 3 years to get a diagnosis, by which point it's already too late to do anything.
Exactly. Like, this is how it works in the UK, right? You only get a diagnosis when you start exhibiting symptoms. So, like, for Arash, for example, it was only when his kidneys started fucking up that they went, oh, that's what it is. You've got nephritis, kidney failure. Like, it's only when you start exhibiting issues that they go, okay.
But then, on the flip side, Apple, there's times I get frustrated and then I hear something from like one of my friends in the States or another place in the world, and I think, oh my God, thank fuck. Like, thank fuck we have that. Prescriptions and stuff. If you can't afford it, you just don't get it. Hold on, I've got a call. One sec.
Okay. No, you're right. You're right. Because I've heard like people saying that like they've had bills of like 650k for their healthcare, and I'm like, how the hell do they pay, like American people? And I'm like, how the fuck do they pay that?
I pay $400 every 2 weeks for me and Jackson's health insurance. And if I get paid 3 times in 1 month, they still take out $400.
That's shocking.
So sometimes I'm paying $1,200 for 1 month of health insurance.
Oh my God.
So we had Kalani.
You can't get your son Medicaid?
No.
You make too much?
He's on my health insurance.
I'm surprised you don't qualify. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
Kalani Ghost Hunter, he's from Nashville, but he spends like half his time in the UK making content over here.
and he had to go to the hospital. So he made a video saying it's just one of those things that you don't even really understand. But he had to go to an A&E centre, and he just walked in, said he needed to be seen. They took his name, date of birth, address, and told him to sit down. And he said he was still in shock that he's walked out of that hospital and there's no bill to pay. Like, all he had to worry about was getting better, and not how much have I got to pay for this hospital trip. He didn't have to give any insurance details. And it was like mind boggling to him. So I think sometimes it takes hearing that to like remember how lucky we are to have the NHS. It's just the
It's
NHS
it's
is,
good for that kind of thing. It really
yeah,
is. But if you've got any kind of like condition, then it starts to get complicated.
yeah, that's obviously the downfall in it. I think
Yeah.
we need to do some reworking of the system
Well,
and
you got to
change.
pay your deductions. So if your bill is, like my deduction is like 2,000. So if I go to the hospital and I rack up $10,000 worth of bills, then I have to pay 2,000. But if, let's just say, like the insurance company doesn't cover like an X-ray or something like that, then I have to pay for it out of pocket. That's
Wow.
because the health insurance didn't cover it. They denied the test.
Yeah.
It's stupid that they have the right to deny tests if the doctors are performing them. Like, who am I supposed to be like, let me check with my insurance company before you give me this test? Because I
I
don't have,
know.
I want to
I
go
know.
bankrupt because I have fucking $20,000 worth of medical bills.
It's crazy. It's like the waiting lists here for like things are really scary. Like,
My copayment for my doctor visits are $25. So every time I take, every time I take me or Jax to the doctors, I pay $25.
Yeah, I remember when I was on my mom's insurance, it was $20. That's like the most I ever paid.
We don't pay for for doctor's appointments. Those are free. But if we need a prescription, if you are claiming benefits, or you're pregnant, or you're under a certain age or over a certain age, your prescription's completely free. If you work, you pay a flat rate. So it's £12 for one, £17 for two, £34 for three. So you get like discounts per the amount of items you buy.
do you not get the prepaid certificate?
What's that?
Oh, you can get a prepaid certificate in England.
Really?
Yeah, so like Arash's uncle, the one that's like falling to bits, he pays a flat rate, like something like, I think it's like, don't quote me, but I think it just say £100 a year, and he gets all these like, so anything he needs, like whether it be like several prescriptions or 100, I don't know, it's all covered because you've paid for the prepaid like prescription.
That's a good option, especially for somebody who has to have like a lot of prescriptions. If you're
Yeah,
on medications regularly, then that's definitely worthwhile, isn't it?
yeah.
I heard you have to do a copay for your prescriptions too. Like mine aren't bad, but I know my mom is on some prescriptions where she pays like I don't know. She told I went to go pick up a prescription with her like a couple of weeks ago, and I don't remember how much it was, but she like just for one, it was something crazy, and it's something like she has to get. Like I mean, she could not get it. She's not going to die without it, but she's not going to be comfortable.
No, I know.
It was something like
No,
crazy. Like she pays like 30 for one, but the one I'm talking about was like over 200 or whatever. I was like, holy shit.
yeah. It's ridiculous because they don't even cost that much to manufacture. It's just,
Yeah.
but like in Scotland, all the prescriptions are free, and you'd think, oh, that's a great thing. Yeah, that's brilliant. No, because what they'll do is they'll give you a prescription and tell you there's the door. But say like you've got a back, so say you go in and you say, look, I've been having problems with my back for months, and like I can't sleep at night, and I'm in agony, and da 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 da. Rather than send you for a simple X-ray or a CT scan, right? Not even an MRI, just a simple X-ray even. They would rather just sit and write you a prescription for gabapentin or oral morphine. And I'm not joking when I say oral morphine, because they've done it with my mum. Because it's free, and then they wonder why Scotland have got a opiate problem. Because people, then they run out of their prescriptions, they don't get more, so then they go into recreational street drugs. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Like, I've got a very, unfortunately, I don't have a very good. I've seen a lot of really shit things happen on the NHS. And I don't blame the people that work there. I blame the government, you know, because ultimately it is their fault, I think.
What's fucked is the people who own the NHS are billionaires. They are so rich, but then the nurses working for the NHS who are overworked, underpaid,
I know.
understaffed. That's the broken part because the people up top are rich and they're laughing, but then everything else is failing around it.
Do you know that, like, so, see, there's a place called Dudley, right? And that's where Arash's renal ward is. So, it used to belong to the NHS, right? But for some reason, I don't know how this works, the NHS sold it to a private company. So part of the hospital, not even the whole hospital, just this renal ward, right? I don't know how much the hospital's been sold off to private companies. But the renal ward, where people go for like dialysis, CAPD, that kind of stuff, right? They sold that to a private company, and then the private company charged the NHS £100,000 a month to rent that ward off them. How does that make sense?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So so it was part of the NHS, but you sold it to a private company, and now the NHS are having to pay the private company to rent that ward back off them. It's like, also somebody can get rich.
Money is the root of all evil.
The love of money. The love of money is the root. Yeah. Labour years ago privatised. Yeah, they did.
I don't know, it's all fucked. The whole world's fucked.
Yeah, I know, but like, there's people here that are passing away, right? Because they're waiting on operations, and by the time they get them, like,
But then, if you don't have insurance in some countries and you need your insulin and you can't afford it, you're just not going to get it.
Yeah.
So like, as much as there's people passing away here because of wait lists, like there's people passing away elsewhere because they just don't have that system at all. And it's like, there's got to be something in the middle.
there's
Like,
got to be something in the middle. Yeah, there's got to be a happy medium. This is not, neither system is sustainable, I don't think.
I agree.
I think there has to be something. I would not mind contributing financially if it meant that, like, things were slightly different. But just being,
Yeah. It's frustrating because, like I've told you about Charlene, she's multi-millionaire, she's so well off, but she still goes and gets all her operations and surgeries done on the NHS. And
would I hell? If I was a multi-millionaire, I wouldn't go near the NHS. No way.
Morally, I wouldn't feel right doing so because I'd feel like that service for the people who can't afford it. And if I can
Absolutely.
afford it, then why would I take from somebody less fortunate?
Well, it's not just that. They fuck up every operation. Well, they didn't fuck up every operation, but they
But they
fuck up.
wouldn't if they weren't so stressed and overworked. And
That's
if
true.
we have a good percentage of people who are wealthy in this country, and
Using the NHS.
yeah, and claiming benefits, disability benefits, just because they can, but they don't actually need to.
Do you know what? You can be a millionaire, and if you're disabled, you can claim disability benefit.
Yeah. The Prime Minister, David
What the
Cameron, when he
fuck?
was Prime Minister of the UK, he was claiming DLA for his son.
And he's a millionaire. Like, what?
No, he wasn't a millionaire, but his income for the year was like £93,000 per year, plus expenses, 2 homes paid for by the government. Like, I'm sure you could afford to pay for some private healthcare and not claim benefits in with that big ass income.
Well, I think he's like, I'm not sure if he's a millionaire now, but like, he is a lord or something, whatever. I don't know. Or
Yeah, they get a big retirement pay as well when they're no longer Prime Minister. It's gross. It is gross. I don't see, and like the people who go into, I'm actually going to shut up because I could talk far too much on this subject, and I'll probably get Keisha's life taken down. So,
no, honestly, like the amount
Gypsy
of
Rose is a creep. Let's go back there. It's the
well,
safer conversation.
that's what upsets me about her, because like the way that she behaves, you would have thought that she, like, I've told you about my sister many times, and like my sister had like, when I say she had over 30 procedures, operations, call it what you want, she fucking had over 30. My mum was at 5 different hospitals a week with her, for the age of 11 to the age of 18. And Gypsy Rose acts as if she was medically what? What? Did you see what I'm saying? You've had what? She had 4 operations or something. Got 1 scar. Oh, what? Oh, well.
She She's
What?
something. She is something.
It's true though. It's like it's true. It's totally true. It's like look. My sister didn't get a fucking Make-A-Wish, and we do have that here, I think. She never got to go to Disneyland. She never got to do anything. She was always in fucking hospitals having operations, half of which they botched. So, like,
Oh, did you hear about that mother and daughter here? They set up a whole charity. It wasn't Make-A-Wish, it was something very similar, but it was like princesses. They got all these ill children to go to Buckingham Palace and have tea with Princess Anne. And then it was alleged that they were lying about her health issues. The daughter actually ended up passing away, and it's alleged that it was a Munchausen situation and that the mum did, because everyone exposed her for lying. She was outed. She was in with One Direction. They had all these charity balls. They were fundraising. And then these people who were involved with the charity ended up getting sus. So they exposed them, did a deep dive, found out that whilst this mother and daughter were telling everyone they were in America for life-saving surgery, they were held up in a fucking private suite at Disneyland for weeks.
what?
They got a private photographer to go and follow this family around. And then they got photos basically proving she was at Disney, blasted it. Everyone like cut them off and was like, no, we're having nothing to do with you. And then the daughter died. The daughter was called Meg. And even to this day, we do not know, like, did that mum do that? Like, the daughter wasn't ill. So what the fuck happened?
That is insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna let me go Google so I can get
Yeah,
the
go
name
and Google
of
it,
the.
because I'm sure at first I'm sure they thought my mum had that. Like, I am positive they thought a single parent, mid-90s, constantly at the doctor with her daughter, probably Munchausen's. I'm sure they thought that until like she started exhibiting really quite clear symptoms and her bloods were coming back all wacky, and then she got worse and worse. And like in 7 years they could not give her a proper diagnosis. They did. They gave her provisional ones, which just mean this is what we think it is, so we'll treat you as if it's this. And then they'll change their mind and say, "Oh, we'll treat you as if it's this." They didn't have a clue. But apparently, what she had was rare. So
Okay, the program's called The Mother of All Cons, and the
Of all
charity was called
cunts or cons? Sorry,
The Mother of All Cons, and the
cons.
charity was called Believe in Magic. So if you want to look it up, search either of those.
Is it on like Netflix or something, or is
I
it?
think it was on Channel 4 or something like that.
I'm gonna have a look because I've got Channel 4 on here. That's, I mean, if that is true, excuse me, if
I'll be
that
right
is,
back.
if that is true and she was like doing something to the daughter to cause her to be ill, then that's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. It reminds me of the movie, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's so crazy.
It is. It really is.
What movie does it remind you of?
Oh, I think this was the first sort of like introduction I had to like Munchausen's was The Sixth Sense and the girl and there was like mind you he would run and hide under the tent and I think she was in like she went what was her name? I can't remember the actress, but she kept coming to see him and she kept being sick. And then he went to her funeral and he found a tape under her bed which showed that her mother was poisoning her. I don't know if anybody remembers this scene. And then the younger daughter, and then you heard people at the funeral saying, "Yeah," and I heard the younger daughter's now exhibiting like the same symptoms. So basically what she'd done is she'd set up a camera in her room to catch her mum actually putting poison into her soup. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Misha Barton, that's it. Misha Barton. And I was like, why would a mum do that? But I was quite young at the time. Thanks, Shay.
I'm just checking Kesh she's okay, but I never realised that, I watched that film years ago, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna need to
good.
rewatch it now. Okay, good.
Eating your snack.
I remember that, but I didn't ever realize that I didn't ever make the connection that it was Munchausen by proxy. I haven't thought about that movie in years.
I didn't at the time. It weren't until later. It weren't until radiology appointment. Oh, fuck off. NHS woman.
I've seen one film, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a girl, and I just remember the one scene in the pharmacy where she's trying to find out what medication her mum's given her. And it's not actually a medication, it's for animals.
Oh, I know the one that you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it though, but that's a good movie.
It's an American one.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was really good. I watched that not that long ago as well. And she ends up in the postal van, and the guy believes her. The postman believes her, the mailman.
Yeah.
But her mum's coming back for the town, and that was such a good movie. What was it called?
I'm gonna have to Google that too because I need to rewatch that one as well. Have you guys have you been seeing all the stuff about Chris Watts?
No,
Getting
what's
He's
married?
getting married, I know. He's
What
getting
the
married.
There is, let me get you the name of the creator because I was gonna go live and then obviously Erica started with the bullshit, so I didn't. Oh fuck, I ain't got my other phone. I'll go get it. There's a documentary been made on YouTube. It's a 4 hour long documentary.
what the
It's
fuck?
got like bits of the foyer, photos of the family that I'd never seen before, messages from Chris and Nicole that I'd never seen before. It's really good and it's really detailed. So I'm halfway through watching that, but I definitely recommend watching it. Give me a sec.
Do you believe that she had something to do with it? I do.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
That who had was something to do with what?
I think that Nicole was in on the Chris Watts thing with Shanann.
Oh.
I think they even have footage of someone that, I mean, look, I'm not saying it is her, but someone of her statue. I can't think of the word, sorry, brain fog. but someone that looked like her basically caught on camera at the same time as he was loading the truck or something with like it looked like Nicole. Do you know what I mean?
What I always didn't like is how when Chris first opens the door, you can see the suitcase, and then when he comes back, the suitcase is gone.
Really?
That's sitting right by the front door. And also, they pinged her phone, and
They not realize that. Like,
she was in the vicinity of the house when they pinged her phone.
wow, that's crazy.
That is mental.
And also, she stalked Shanae.
She what? She stalked her?
Yeah. She stalked her. She was like, she sold like stuff. She was like almost like a content creator.
Wait, so that's who he's marrying? I didn't know who it was. I didn't know he was marrying her.
No, I'm talking about Watts.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. Who is he marrying? Is he marrying Shanae? I thought it was like somebody else.
Wait, what's the girl? Shannon? Is that the wife's name? What's the wife's name?
Shanann Watts.
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. I'm talking about the
No,
woman.
he's not marrying Nicole.
Okay,
No.
Nicole. Yeah.
Not the Nicole that. No, because she moved and changed her name, didn't she? The one that was.
Yeah, she's every time she gets spotted in in public, her
in the wild. You were going to say in the wild.
Her goes viral.
Yeah.
The woman he's marrying is Lizzie Henderson, but she's already running around calling herself Lizzie Watts on social media and stuff.
No, that's one of those hybristophiliacs, isn't it?
I didn't know. Like, I thought, so I only know through watching this documentary now, but I always thought that Chris just got the girls, put them in the car and took them to the oil place. But allegedly he tried to smother them first before he even did anything to Shanann, and they didn't. One of them woke back up.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. It's horrible.
Horrible. Yeah. It just makes it all, it's already horrific. It's already horrible.
Exactly, yeah. No, one of his kids woke up and it said, "Daddy, like, please don't," or whatever.
Like, what's wrong with mommy?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Did you see when he's in the neighbour's house with the cops and the neighbour is showing the CCTV of the truck backed up? Did you see what comes on the TV?
Yeah, the AHS with the baby.
Yes.
The what? What's AHS?
It's a scene on the TV. So it shows the baby in the womb, and then it shows an explosion and a skull and death. So, and like you see Chris, this was a different video that highlighted this, but he's watching, he turns around, he glances, he sees the baby on the screen, and you see him put his hands through his head like he's showing telltale signs like.
But he didn't tell the cops that Shanae was pregnant until he saw the baby on TV.
Yeah. Shanann.
Wait, do you mean like an ultrasound? I'm so confused.
Okay,
you know when
American Horror Story, that season, it was about babies and wombs. So they show a fetus on the television for a commercial for American Horror Story.
Right.
And he looks at it, and then he goes, "Oh yeah, my wife is pregnant." But the fucked up part about it is that in that commercial, it also shows oil. And that's where the babies were. They were in the oil.
No way.
And the skull, like death. You know when American Horror Story episodes start, it shows you all the weird little clips with that horrible music. And it'll be like abstract images and clips all put together. That's what it is. It's like the opening credits for American Horror Story. And in that one, it shows the baby in the womb, followed by a skull covered in oil and an explosion. And it's basically like the opening credits are telling the story of what's happened to these kids and Shanann.
Yeah.
Whilst the cops are there with him questioning, trying to figure out what's going on. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah, but it's I thought it like the craziest part is that when he saw the baby on TV is now you want to tell the cops that your wife is pregnant. Talking for like couple, like hour or two before they even before he even told them.
I know.
Did you see him when he was first interviewed? When his very first interview, fucking Jupiter's Delight all over his bloody face. It was obvious. It was completely. I mean, I don't know how there was no. You saw the Jupiter's Delight, but apart from that, that was the only telltale sign. There was no emotion. It was like he was like.
I mean, I can't believe he thought he would get away with it. Like,
I
how
know.
stupid are you?
Literally.
I mean,
It took his dad though for them to tell them where the girls were.
do you know what? Do you know what fucks me off big time? Is when I hear his parents talking to him. I'm
His
like,
mom still thinks he's innocent. Like, he admitted it. He knew where they were. And his mom still goes by the fact that she's innocent. Like,
oh
talking
my
about
god,
denial.
my mum thinks I'm the spawn of Satan, and I've never done any. No, seriously, I'm not joking. She thinks I'm the spawn of Satan. I've never done anything like. I've never done anything like that to her, or any like. Jesus Christ, I nursed her through cancer, but apparently I didn't. Do you know what I mean?
Mums and their boys. Some mums and their boys.
Oh,
They
yeah,
can never
yeah,
do
yeah.
anything wrong.
That's true, by the way. I was having this conversation with her Ash last night. I said it's different with mums and sons than it is with daughters and mums.
Not always. I mean,
Not always. Definitely not always.
Lola's my firstborn, and that is my ride or die best friend. Like,
Aw.
she made me a mummy. She changed my life. Like, Aiden's my boy, but she's my girl. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have favourites, love them equally. They both are incredible. And I think it's quite a toxic thing where the boys get favouritised over the girls in a household. I grew up that way. That's something that people should try change. It's like the middle child syndrome, innit? Like, the middle child always gets the shit.
Yeah, I know.
And the baby's the
Poor middle
favourite.
kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle.
So we've got show.
I loved it as well. But that's the thing, though. I think that was maybe just their or our parents' generation. I don't know. Because, like, my mum did have a favourite, and it was my sister.
Are you guys watching the Tupac trial?
No, I want
I
to,
was
though.
thinking about it, but
What's
I don't know.
what's
Because I don't know how. Sorry.
Go ahead, Apple.
I don't know how far ahead it is, so I don't know how much I need to catch up on. If that
It just
makes
started today.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna watch that then.
Is anyone gonna live stream it?
It's on TikTok. Like they are live streaming it on TikTok. That's how I watched it.
Morning, Karen.
It was boring, to be honest.
Well, can we stream it
I mean,
somewhere
I can't
then,
believe
so
they
we
finally
can-
got the guy after all this time. Like, that's crazy.
Right?
He's still alive in my head.
Tupac?
Yeah.
Live. He did what is it when you could get out of the country for like 7 years and then you'll be legally dead, but then you could come back.
I never heard of
Really?
that.
What's that? I've never
Yeah,
heard.
the law. I'll tell you right now.
Do you think Epstein's alive?
Oh, he definitely. 100.
Palm
I'm
Beach
told-
Pete.
I believe he's alive. Do you think he is, Kesh?
He's definitely alive.
I think he's dead.
No, I don't. Well, I know for a fact that the pictures that they showed us were false because that mortician woman, what's her name?
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember her name.
Oh, fuck. Thingy the mortician, whatever. Anyway, she went over those photos and she explained exactly why they were not photos of someone that was deceased, you know?
Well, it's the God's statement for me. I can't remember like word for word right now because it's been a while since I read it, but a guard had allegedly gone forward and made an anonymous report that night he seen somebody be taken in a wheelchair.
Switched out.
Oh, shit.
They switched them out, yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
switched
then in the so this was an alleged thing
My boss,
years
my
ago.
boss is here, you guys. I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
we're
bye.
having a conversation. What? No, you can't go.
I gotta go. I'm sorry. Bye.
Bye.
Ah.